Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to integrate the secret server with Power Automate Cloud. So in order to do that, we are going to need these three things. One is secret server URL. Second, API username and password, and a Power Automate premium license. The secret server URL you can get it from whatever the secret server URL you have, like this one. So to connect with secret server connector, you are gonna need this part of the URL. It depends on whatever URL is hosted by your company. So this is just an example. Then you're going to need API username and password that you can get it from your IT team. They may help you to uh, set up the API account for the secret server, and a Power Automate premium license because the secret server connector is a premium one and you cannot use it with a free license. Once you have all three things, you can proceed with creating a new flow in Power Automate Cloud. Let's say paste secret server. I want to trigger it manually, so I'm gonna check on manual trigger flow option, then click on create. I'm gonna switch back to old design because I don't like this one. So yeah, then add a new step, search secret server. This is the connector we are going to use to connect with the secret server. So click on that. Then first thing you need to do is to connect with the API and refresh or get a new token. So you have to use this option in order to fetch the credentials from secret server. Authentication type, password, then enter your username and password here, and then next step is get secret from secret server. So here what you need to provide is the ID of the credentials from secret server and the authorization token. So in this authorization token field, what you need to type is bearer, and from the dynamic content, pass the access token variable. So this access token, it is generated in the previous step here, and the token is passed to the next step to the authorization field. And for the secret server field, what you need to do is let's say this is your credentials, and you want to fetch this credential from secret server. There must be some URL, right? So for example, this is URL that you see in the browser. So the ID will be this one. For each secret, it will be unique ID. So you copy this ID from the URL and put that in the secret ID field. Now, to run this, you need a secret server connection. To create secret server connection, just click on, this Power Automate will ask you to create secret server connection if you're creating for the first time. So it will ask you during this step. I had a secret server connection already, so it did not ask me for that. Uh, for you to understand how to create secret server connection, I'll click on this, add new connection, then enter connection name, anything you want, and the base URL will be the one from your secret server URL, and click on create connection. So once it is created, it will automatically use the connection that you have created. So after putting all this information, your flow may look like this. See, here I passed the secret ID, and this is the authorization. token I'm passing here. Okay, let me change the secret ID in this flow so that I can show you a live example how it fetches the credential from secret server. Okay, now uh, this get secret step, it returns a response in JSON format. Now I'll show you first how it looks like. Then you will be able to understand how to fetch the values from that JSON. Here, after running a flow, if you click on get secret step and scroll down, you will see this values from here. Okay, let me copy that to a notepad. So this is the response that you receive from secret server. Now from this response, if you see, this is the credential, this is the username as stored in the secret server, and this is a password. Now you have the values in JSON format. You have to pass the JSON into the readable format. So what you need to do is, so once you add your secret ID and the authorization token code here, what you need to do is uh, you need to access whatever response is received in this step. In order to do that, uh, let me switch to the new design. Add a new step after get secret step. You can add set variable or you can add a compose depending on your uh, preferred operation. For example, I'm adding compose action. Okay, here now if you look at the JSON, what we need is the username, and it is paired with the key item value. But if you look closely, this item value keyword appears multiple times in this JSON. It is here, it is here, and all over the JSON. So in order to in order to get the exact field, exact value, what you need to do is you count the number of item value, number of keys. For example, this one will be the zeroth position, this one will be the first position, the next will be the second position, and so on. So if I want the username, I'll have to take the key from first position. So here I will add expression, dynamic content, and search for item value. Oops, sorry. So I'll have to first get the items. Let me check one more time because I'm also doing this for the first time. Okay. First. So what this expression tells, to get the uh, value from first it will go to the body items. In this case, it will be, let me show you. So it will reach up to this point, items. Then inside this item, you have to get item value, which is second position, but this JSON starts with the zeroth position, so it will be 0, and this will be the first position. So therefore, I have mentioned the first position number here and then item value. If I mention 0, it will fetch the value from here, which is nothing. Now, let's say I have put 1, the position number there, and I'll click on add. Then click on another compose action for password field. The same way, you enter the expression there and put the position 2 for password. In this case, I entered second position because I needed the password field from the JSON. So we put the first position because we needed a username. Now we need a password, right? So to get this password, now this becomes the second position of the key in the entire JSON. Therefore, we entered the second position here. Now click on add and save. Now, if you look at this, now these both the actions that we just created, those are put inside the loop. But since we are accessing the specific keys from the JSON file with the specific position, we don't need to put those inside the loop. So you can drag it outside the loop and then delete the loop. Now, if I run this flow, what it will do, it will generate a token with the username password that I provided in this step. And the next step, it will get the secret that has ID 3004 from the secret server. And once it is received, it will return a JSON response. And from that JSON response, we are assigning a specific key value to this compose action and to the second compose action, which is username and then password. So I'm going to run this flow and I'm going to show you the output of these two actions. I'm going to click on manual run, save and taste, run flow. Okay, those are successfully executed. Ignore the steps that I have created below. Those are some advanced steps I'm not going to cover in this video. This is just a simple uh, guide on how to retrieve the credentials from secret server. So now you see the steps are successfully executed. Let's click on the first compose variable. This is supposed to fetch the username. Let's see. You can see the output. It says test username, and if you go to secret server, my username is test username, and the password is this is a test password. So for the second compose action, if you see the output is the password that we needed from secret server. So this is how you can fetch the credentials from secret server, uh, and you can assign these values to a variable where you can pass this variable to your desktop flow for further operations. So you don't need a separate uh, credential vault that needs to be integrated with the Power Automate if you have secret server within your organization. All right. If you have any queries, you can put that in the comment and I'll respond to you as soon as I get a chance. Thank you, everyone.